Hey everyone, I just wanted to stop in and say hello. I'm going to be doing some yard work today. I've got a lot of debris cleanup from the leaves from last fall, a lot of weeds I need to get out, some trimming of rose bushes. My redbud tree, I have decided to go ahead and trim that as well, and I have some hydrangea bushes that I'm going to get cleaned up as well. A ton of work that I don't know that I'm going to accomplish all of it today, but I'm going to give it my best try. So we'll take a look at what we're going to be doing today. So this is the first area that I'm going to be tackling. As you can see, there is a ton of leaves, like I said, lingering in the flower bed. I'm going to get those blown out, weeded. I may trim this boxwood up. Let me reposition my camera. Sorry for that. I'm still trying to figure out this gimbal that I purchased. I don't know. I might let it kind of do its course and see. It is getting really large and I'm really enjoying it. So I don't know if I'll trim it back or not, but we are going to get a lot of the leaves out of here, like I said, clean up some of the weeds. This actually isn't as terrible as far as the weeds are concerned. I do have two large hostas here. I think I'm going to move one of these actually. Or split them. I haven't decided yet. They're just really large and I don't mind them in this area, but I have a couple other places that I think I'd prefer to have them, but I'm not sure if I'll move those today or not. So this is the larger bed that I'm going to be working on this afternoon. I did get some of the leaves out of here to kind of see what I'm working with. It was hard to see how much, what exactly was under the weeds, or under the leaves, sorry. So a lot of cleanup I need to do. I'm going to trim back my daffodils that are no longer blooming. I've got some cornflower, I believe that's the name of them, sprouting, so I'm going to cut back some of the debris there. I didn't get all the leaves under here. I'm going to trim back some of my Shasta daisies. I've got some salvia right here that I need to, and some trees it looks like that are coming up, so I need to clean those up, clip this as well. I have some hyacinths that I replanted from my mammal's house, so I just put those in the ground last week, so I'm going to clip them back. Yeah, lots of work to do. I've got some more cleanup over here as far as getting these daffodils cut back too. I've got my lavender plant. I did cut this back a couple weeks ago, so I just need to come through and you can see some of the weeds coming through. I've got my cat's meow right here. You can see my phlox is growing up in it. I really think I'm going to replant that. Last year it just, once the phlox takes over and the lavender, it just kind of suffocates this. So I might actually put it somewhere in my front flower bed. I haven't decided yet, but you can see where the phlox has spread, which I'm okay with. When this plant gets to go in this summer, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. It's one of my favorite plants in my garden, but I've got to get some more around the edges of the garden. You can see just these things are just annoying. I think they're like wild onions or something. I hate them. I need to trim back my rose bush. Some more weeds back here and along the line. I need to get those. Some more daffodils I need to cut back. My hydrangea bush is really taking off, so I need to clip back some of the debris from last season. And good grief, look at all of this right here. So a couple weeks ago I had moved some of my my shepherd's hooks with my bird feeders on them, and I really like the look of having a bird feeder in the garden. It's the worst decision I've made as far as my flower bed's concerned, because look at all the grass that is coming up here. So I am just gonna have to really tackle this. I may end up spraying it. I'm not big on spraying weeds, especially when it comes to those in my flower bed, but I can't have this. It's just atrocious. So I'm gonna try to get as much of this cleaned up as I can. Coming back to my climbing rose bush, this actually came from my parents' house. So the original plant was my great grandmother's. She lived in the house that my parents live in now, and I took a start of this, I'm wanting to say last year. I'm fairly certain it was last year, and you can't really tell right now. I need to, of course, weed around the bottom, but this thing is just thriving this year. It didn't do so well last year, but it's really taking off. So I'm excited about that. You can see, you know, it's getting pretty long. So I'm gonna have to reshape this. I want it to move, you know, with the trellis, so I'm gonna have to manipulate that and get that cleaned up around here. I've got some strawberries here as well. I actually put them in a pot right over here. I had it in the flower bed, but I moved it. So I'm probably just gonna leave them in here again. I'm not sure if I'll leave them in the flower bed, because I think they do kind of get a little unruly and take over, and I don't really want that in this space. At least if I can dig them up and put them somewhere else and find a home for them, I definitely will, because I love the idea of having you know, some strawberry plants around. I don't think I want them in this space. As you can see, I've got, I'm not sure of the name of this. This actually came in a planter that I bought. It was kind of the centerpiece, and when I bought it, it was probably that high. So this thing is really taken off, and I'm really enjoying the texture of it. A little bit difficult to see because of the shaded background, but I think this will be really nice. It has some blooms as well to it. I think they're white, if I recall correctly. Again, it's kind of leaning a bit, so I might need to put a post in and kind of, you know, bring it over more to the left. Lots of work, good grief. I'm not going to get it all done today, I can tell you that now. I'm already tired. We did a lot of work in my boyfriend's grandmother's flower bed yesterday in her yard, and so I'm just really tired from that. But here's one of my peony bushes. I planted this 2 years ago. It was a birthday present from my aunt and one of my mom's best friends. This little guy is struggling. He did good last year, so I'm not quite certain why we're struggling this year, but this one's looking decent. They're one of my favorite flowers. Just I've not had good luck with them. I've bought more established ones in the past and planted them, still didn't have great luck, so we'll see. I do have some fertilizer that I think I'm gonna try to get in over the next couple days, and I'll probably at least put some of it down today. I don't think I'll get everything accomplished, you know, all today, but I'm gonna do the best I can. So let's get to it. I got most everything done yesterday. There was a little bit more that I did today on my lunch break. But overall, I think it looks a lot better. It's still, you know, a work in progress, and I'll need to do a little more cleanup in the different areas. So I got all of this bed blown out. Most of the leaves are gone now. I didn't end up doing anything with the hostas yet. We did have a pretty cold evening last night, so I didn't really want to move things if I didn't have to. I'm going to wait, I think, a little bit for it to warm up in the next couple weeks. I'm really enjoying, I think they're my hellebores. I just planted those this year, and they are looking gorgeous. I love the deep purple color. I think they're just a really gorgeous accent. I planted the ones right here last year. They've not flowered this year. I'm not sure if they will or not. And then my hydrangea bush. Over here in the bigger flower bed, we've got all of the weeds cleaned up around the edges. I just think that looks so much better. There's still a lot of leaves in my lamb's ear. That's just kind of the nature of these. I feel like when I have leaves that fall during the fall, they get in this, but I think once this thing takes off, you won't be able to see them, and actually I think it's some good fertilizer for them. You've got my cornflower plants down here. I actually probably need to move some of these lamb's ear. Again, I probably will once it gets a little bit warmer out. I cut back my daffodils. You can see right there. Got my pansies that I planted earlier this month. Got this cleaned up and trimmed back my Shasta daisies, so those look better. Here is a weed back here I didn't get. My salvia right here. I think my shadow's blocking. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Got most of this cleaned up. I do have some seeds that I planted here a couple years ago, so I'm thinking those might be something, so I'm gonna leave them be for now, and we'll see what comes of it. I don't think they're weeds. I did get some of my phlox cleaned up. There's dandelions and stuff in the middle of these, as you could probably see on the video. I just literally am just pulling them out because I can't dig them out because they're so intertwined in the phlox. So that's unfortunate. I'd like to get those out, but no luck. Got this cleaned up. I didn't move the cat's meow yet. I'm gonna again wait until it gets a little bit warmer. You probably saw me messing with this rock yesterday. There was a ginormous spider, and I just don't do well with spiders, so I left it alone and came back to it today. I did get my rosebush cut, so that looks a lot better. I got a hosta that I planted. Again, that was from my boyfriend grandmother's house. I need to probably water it again today. So looking much better. I am going to, like I mentioned, kind of swoop this over into this flower bed over here. That's my goal, is to have, you know, all of this kind of come down and connect. I got a lot of the hydrangea bush trimmed, so I think that looks a lot better than it did. I didn't get the seeds, the grass cleaned up from the seeds. I am gonna just spray it. I might be able to get it once it gets a little bit bigger. It's just there's so much of it. It was gonna be too time consuming. I just don't have the patience for it. So, you know, I might come out you know, every other day and try to pull some of it, but I think ultimately I'm just going to spray it with weed killer. I did kind of reposition my, again, I apologize, this gimbal thing, I don't know if I'll ever figure it out. But here is my climbing rose bush. So you can kind of tell that I repositioned a lot of it. It was kind of growing out this way. So I tucked it in to kind of get it to hopefully train itself to come this way. So that looks, I think, a lot better. And once it flowers, it'll be really pretty. So I think that looks a lot better. I did clean up some of the strawberry area. Not well that I'm looking at it now. I am not going to leave these here. I think I'm going to, again, dig them up and put them somewhere else. Where I have more space for them to just kind of let them do its thing. And I actually, I think, pulled up quite a bit of them as I was cleaning this area up yesterday. So, but again, I think that looks definitely a lot better than it did yesterday. And then the peony bushes, you can see I cleaned those up as well. So that area looks a lot better here. And then my little ones coming up too. So again, not perfect by any means, but man, so much better than it was yesterday. Again, that area back there with the grass, I'm just gonna have to spray it, but I think it's looking a lot better. I need to actually come back through, I think, and blow some more of this stuff out too. But so far, I'm liking the way it looks. I think I'm gonna try to get the bird situation figured out here soon, and then I'm going to connect the two gardens together. I think that'll make it look a lot nicer. It's just really kind of tacky right now, I think, the way it looks. So I think that'll be really nice once I get this all gravelled in, put some stepping stones through here. Eventually, like I said, I'd like to have a path going out to the pool deck. So, you know, just walking straight through here up to these stairs that connect to the pool. And then, you know, eventually, I think even going out to the burn pile area, having like a walk path to that, I think that would look really cool. I don't know. Lots of ideas, lots of projects. Like I said in one of my previous videos, lots of money. But so far we're getting some things done and progress is being made, and just really enjoying everything starting to come to life. You know, it's just coming up on May, so the next month is really exciting to start seeing everything flower. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. I've really enjoyed getting this area cleaned up. It's really rewarding and satisfying. I did forget to show you this flower bed that I did today on my lunch break. Cleaned it up along this back area. That looks a lot better, I think. Again, not perfect, but substantially better than what it did. And then you can actually see some of my ornamental grass, which I really enjoy those, blocking kind of around the well house area. So again, thank you so much for hanging out, watching the video. Leave me a comment, a thumbs up, subscribe. Like I said, really appreciate your time. Everyone take care. Thanks so much.